Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Chantel. This is my basic journey. If you guys have been following along, then you know that I'm building out my minivan. I have a 2001 Dodge Grand Caravan that I traveled in for 2 years, and then I recently got a newer van that I was going to build out, but now I'm going to take a break from that, and I've been building out my minivan again. Last week you saw me build a box in place of my front passenger seat to house a toilet that I'm going to have in here, and that was probably the biggest build project that I have going on for my minivan since it was already pretty much built out from when I lived in it before. But now I'm gonna do like the smaller build projects, and I did build a couple things with the excess wood that I had from the toilet box, like this little spice cabinet rack thing. I also used some scrap pieces to make a really nifty little cabinet for my Jackery to sit on. It's going to go right in front of this bookshelf that I just reinstalled. I used bungee cords and just attached it to like the bolts that the seat belt sits in, so it's nice and secure in there. It's actually more secure this time than I got it last time, so proud of myself for that. But I'm going to be adding some things into there, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me for this journey of putting together my minivan again. I'm going to start by putting all of the bins back onto this bookshelf. These are bins that I had before in here. I did take them out and clean them really good, but I'm just going to put them back in here really quick. And then I'm also going to install this guy, which is actually going to be screwed down to the vanity that I have back there that I up-purposed from my previous apartment. So let's get these in and get started, because I am excited to get out of here and I just want to get everything done. So let's do this. So this is actually the same setup that I had before, so it's nothing new. I have the same bins. I did get a couple new ones from the dollar store, but pretty much everything's going to be the same on this little shelf. This is where I put all of my silverware and my cutlery, and it fits nicely right here, and it stops things from falling back there. So that works really nice for me. Nothing else really goes on the top row. This is where I keep all of my dishes and everything, so this just kind of stays open. I have this big bin here, which goes nicely right here. And then I have two of these bins, but I decided that I kind of want to put these on the floor, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. So I got a couple more bins from the dollar store. Has a lot of crap in it right now. This is a new one I'm trying out. Hopefully it'll stay in there nicely. Let me go this way. So nothing new is actually happening with this shelving unit, really. This is still going to be where I put my dishes, and this is where I put the cutlery, and it's nice and secured with the bungee cord. This is where I put condiments and stuff, and eventually I'll put a little bungee cord on there too so it doesn't move around. But otherwise, this is just open. I usually put like anything like bread, chips, or stuff that gets smashed, that'll go on top of all that stuff, and in the back in the net here. On the second row, it's still going to be the same. This is where I keep like my canned goods, my pasta, my rice, anything that's kind of like dry goods will go in this area. And I left this part open this time because usually I'll like put my phone here or something, and so I just left it nice and open for me for that purpose. And on this bottom shelf, this is where it is the coolest and the darkest in my van, and so this is where I keep my produce, like apples, bananas, oranges, all that stuff, broccoli. Anything can stay out of the fridge, honestly, as long as it's not like super hot that it's like cooking your produce outside. So this is where I keep my produce. And then over here, this is where it was usually open and I had books, and so this is where my books and my journals would go. I'm not really sure if that's going to be the purpose here, because I kind of like the idea of my books and my journals and stuff being right here. Last time I did not have anything in this area as far as bins, and so stuff would just pile up and it would be a complete mess almost all of the time. And even if I organized it, it just still looked messy, and so now I have bins here to hold the stuff that goes in this area. I do put my cleaning supplies back here, so I just have some disinfecting wipes right here, but usually I have some Windex and some excess Dr. Bronner's soap. But other than these cheap bins, this shelving unit is going to remain pretty much the same. I am going to add this little spice rack right over here. Fits nicely right there. And that's where I'll keep all my spices. But other than that, this is all just staying the same. Yep. Wow, you guys, I actually really love the way that looks. It's like an extension of my vanity. Now that I have all of that stuff done on the shelving unit, I am going to take down these lights. They have ran their course and I've kind of destroyed the USB part that plugs in. So I did get new lights and I'm going to replace all of these. And so I'm just going to go around with scissors and cut this and then pull it out and then restring it all the way around. Now that I have the old light string down, I'm going to put the new one up, and as you guys can see, I did put some new little hooks around. That way I'll have more places to actually anchor it down instead of using safety pins like you guys see up there, because honestly, you guys, my ceiling is very sad that I've been putting stuff in it for 2 years. It's like, please stop putting stuff in me. And so I did add hooks along the back there. And so that way I'll be able to put the lights on those little hooks. So here's the new strand. It's on a USB and the USB has buttons on it. And so we're just gonna, this is where about my Jackery would be, where it would plug in. And so we're just gonna start looping this around everything. These little star lights are actually from the first time I ever put lights in this, which was like 4 light strands ago. And I just never took them down because they were kind of a pain. But we're getting rid of them now. Fresh start. I also got this new blackout curtain that I got from the dollar store that I'm going to use to actually hang on those hooks back there for my back window, because I did have a window cover that I made from Reflectigs, but it never stayed in there. It would not stay up. So I ended up just shoving towels and sweaters back there whenever I was parked if I needed privacy in the back. But now I'm actually going to have a nice blackout curtain back there, and hopefully those hooks will be a good solution for it. I got the next project done, which was hanging up this blackout curtain for privacy in the back. I just cut little holes in it and I cut it to size so it'll fit nicely. And yeah, now I won't have to shove things back there to make it private. Oh, that's exciting. And then I can just easily take it down like this. And I have it kind of tied on the side over here. And then this can just hang over here because this is where my laundry bag goes. And so my laundry bag will be there kind of just holding it in place anyways. And then I can have a curtain that easily goes up and down. I know these are like very simple, minute fixes, but guys, this is a big deal for me. I don't have to shove anything back here anymore. It's so exciting. and now I'm going to move on to another project. So I have this here, which actually just goes in like a window, like so. I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm actually going to put it on my little shelving unit here. One thing I didn't like when I lived in here before is how messy it always looked. And so I figured if we put this over it, it'll help it kind of look a little cleaner in here. We're going to try. So I have this and like a retractable thing. Let's put it on. Well, it'll work. Another small but exciting addition are these black mats that I got. No more carpet stains you guys will see from the previous owners. I also have a mat here in the middle. This was labeled as a bar mat, and it's 12 by 24 inches. Fits perfectly in there. And now this is where my water jugs go, and so if the water leaks a little bit, it's just gonna get onto the bar mat. Isn't that nice? And it fits perfectly. This next little build upgrade I'm going to show you guys is something I'm actually really proud of. I made it myself out of the scrap wood that I had, and it's just something that'll hold my Jackery in a little cabinet and somewhere I can put my shoes when I'm in here. I feel like it kind of just brings the whole build together. Isn't that nice? Oh, it's so exciting. So to make sure this is secure, I'm just going to screw it into the bookshelf over there, onto the side support pieces, like over here. And this should do the trick. Just make it stay and not move around while I'm driving. Make sure we're in a good spot. Well, this thing's not going anywhere. We're nice and secure, and now I'll have a place to put my Jackery, a place to put my shoes, and then whatever I want to put in here. The possibilities are endless. It is getting hot out here, so I had to put my hair up, but I am going to install this. It's like a bathroom kit that has a toilet paper roll holder and two little hooks like this. And so they are self-adhesive. They have like stickers on the back, and I'm just gonna put them on the side of this box to hold the toilet paper, and then also the churny thing for my composting toilet that after you go number 2, you have to churn it with. And so it's gonna sit nicely on this, on the side of my toilet here. So. I only have one more thing to show you guys as far as the minivan build upgrades go today, and it's a new mattress. I'm pretty excited about it because my last mattress was just old and it's a memory foam, so eventually they just kind of like, you know, they have that thing. And so I did get a brand new mattress. It's pretty much the same as the last one that I got. It's a 2-inch memory foam mattress pad in the size queen short that I folded in half, and it kind of just fits perfectly in this bed space. My bed is only 29 inches by 70 inches, and I think this is like 73 inches long, so it's a little bit long, but it squishes. So it worked really well for the last 2 years, so I figured why not get the same thing. The only difference is that this one has a cooling gel also in it, and it's ventilated, so it has little holes all over the mattress. So I just needed to replace my old mattress. It was definitely time, and these are cheaper mattress pads. I found this one on Amazon. I'll link most of the things that you guys have seen in the description box. Honestly, I am so excited that this like build portion of my minivan is done, because now comes the fun part. I do have an awning to install, which will be another video, but other than that, it's time for moving my stuff in and decorating and just getting ready to go back on the road. I have one more like fun project I'm gonna do before I leave, but then we're gonna be on the road, you guys. I am so excited. I'm sorry that this video was kind of short. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were all up to date as far as like the build process goes to like getting my minivan ready, because it is like a no build besides, you know, the fun things that I actually built, which was pretty cool, I must say. Like, I love this little cabinet for my Jackery. Honestly, like, it was in the same space with just no storage above or below it, and it was not practical, and we're all about practicality now. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, definitely subscribe below. I'll also put a link for my Patreon in the description box in case you're interested in helping support my channel. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! This is gonna be great.